In this video, I'm gonna talk to you about what influences body image, and something important to remember is probably not you. What's up, Phoenix? My name is Samantha Skelly, and I am the founder of Hungry for Happiness. And if you truly want to end the battle with food and your body, you've come to the right place. So be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell. I release these videos every single Thursday to give you high value content to truly end the battle between food and your body. Okay, so let's talk about the 3 big things that truly influence the way that you feel about your body. Number 1, conditioning, society. Like, think about when you were growing up, how many conditions you had around how you felt about yourself. I wanna relate it back to the whole complex of you're the fat girl, you're the blonde with big bones. Like, if someone says something to you on the school ground when you're really young, you're gonna metabolize that, you're gonna take that in as truth, and your whole life you're going to be creating evidence as to why that's true. It's a story, it's an identity that's not yours. It was conditioned on you from either your parents, someone at school, society, whatever it is. And so what is really important to remember is asking yourself, what do I believe to be true about myself? What do I believe to be true about myself? If you are unclear about that, ask yourself, what do I want to create? How do I want to feel in our bodies? Our identities drive everything. And so if you have an identity around the fact that you're the fat girl or you're the fat guy or whatever it is, ask yourself, where is that being driven from? Who told me that? Do I believe that? Why did I choose to take that on? And maybe you weren't even aware that you took it on at such a young age, but it's present now. So just like we are the creators of everything that's in our lives, we're also the destroyers. We can destroy the things that are not serving us so that we can create things that are in alignment. So ask yourself, what's the reality of what I want? And what is the new identity or story that I get to create to allow that to become a reality? Because our identities shape everything for us. Number 2, and this is an obvious one, but social media, we get it that this is obvious, but are you still following #Thinspiration and all that garbage that is making you feel like you're awful looking and you have horrible like whatever and you're not perfect? Like, I did that for years. I was constantly scrolling through like all of this like Thinspiration and Fitspiration, and it just made me feel like shit constantly. So social media is a beautiful tool, but filter it for yourself. Filter it under the filter of happiness. How does this make me feel when I look at this image? And if it makes you feel depleted, if it makes you feel sad, if you're comparing yourself, get rid of it. Don't even ask yourself the question, like, why are you addicted to the struggle of comparing yourself to other people? Like, get clear with yourself and ask yourself, how do I want to feel? And what do I need to filter in my feed for me to feel more of those sensations? You know, here's the thing. Happiness is our natural state as humans. We just kind of screw it up along the way. We become addicted to struggling. We think that if I compare myself enough, I can shame my way to happiness and everything will be perfect. Blah. No. Filter your information. Follow people who inspire you, who light you up, like Hungry for Happiness. Just kidding, not really though. But filter your information so that it makes your soul feel really good, because ultimately, when we are feeling good, we're gonna do things that allow us to feel even more of that, right? So if we're feeling bad about ourselves, we're gonna binge eat and we're gonna go down that rabbit hole. But if we're feeling so nourished and so alive and so vibrant, we're gonna choose to do things that are just going to escalate that even more. So what are you choosing, and how are you filtering that information on a regular basis? What we have to understand is what we achieve in our external world has nothing to do with our body image. Nothing to do with our body image. So often we use our body as like, I can't apply for that job because I'm not skinny enough yet, or I can't put myself out there, or I can't date that boy, or I can't do this. Ignore all of that. Maybe you have a story around like skinny girls get what they want, or whatever that is. I don't know what your story is, but like, get clear on what that is and understand that self-worth and the feeling of feeling good in your body is going to come from within. Happiness is an inside-out job. You're never going to force your way into happiness. Is all going to come from you creating it internally and creating it in your body. There's so many videos on my channel about this, and so if you have not gotten into that, go check those out. But understand that you achieving and you hustling for your worth is not going to make you feel any better about your body. So know that it's an inside out job. It does not come from anything in your external world. Okay, in a moment here, I'm going to share with you my ninja strategy that took me from an intense hatred of my body into a loving and peaceful state. But before I do that, if you've not gotten in on our 5-day food freedom challenge, go do that. What are you waiting for? It's a totally free 5-day challenge where I'm gonna walk you through step by step by step and give you tools and strategy to finally end the battle you have with food in your body. If you've not done that yet, click the link below and go do that. All right, so my number one ninja strategy, here we go. Honesty. Be honest with where you're at. Don't kid yourself. If you hate your body, looking in the mirror and saying I love my body 1,000 times a day is not gonna make you love your body. You've gotta be honest with where you're at. Acceptance is everything. I accept the fact that I do not like my body right now and my intention is to learn to love my body. I did a video on this and it's called The Negative Side of Body Positivity. Go check it out if you're unclear about what I mean by that, but we have to be honest with where we're at because once we have the honesty, then we have the acceptance and from that place we can truly transform. If we hate our bodies and we're trying to convince ourselves that we love our bodies, it's not gonna work. Sorry. Go check out that video so you know what I mean. All right, if you liked this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions about anything else. If you have a video that you want me to share, let me know in the comments. Let's get the conversation going. I am here to support you to end the battle with food in your body. So however I can be of service to you to make sure that gets done, let's do this together. Thank you so much. Have an amazing day and we'll see you next Thursday. Bye for now.